Good morning. Good morning, all of my fellow kinesiologists, and welcome. Welcome to day 3 of our 8-day journey together. So, today we're going to continue on with the exploration of each of the modules because there are 8 modules, hence an 8-day journey. So, today we're moving into module 3, which is called The Importance of Our Breath. And this is really one of the basics, one of the foundations of all of the work that we do here with intuitive meditations with our clients, breath work. Our breath, and as I teach in this module, our breath is that wave that we ride into our inner world. Our breath takes us within. It allows us to calm down our sympathetic nervous system, that space of fight or flight, that space of ready to react, that space of very much in outside, focusing on the outside stimuli, outside world around us. And when we let go of that sympathetic nervous system and we lean more into our parasympathetic nervous system, which is that space of rest, relax, renewal. And this is where we allow our breath to guide us on and to help strengthen within our bodies. And specifically, we work a lot on our vagus nerve. Now, our vagus nerve, just very quickly, if you don't know, I'm sure most of you have learnt this in your training somewhere along the line, but our vagus nerve is a group of nerves that run from our brain down into our heart and down into our belly. And when we spend time toning our vagal nerve, which our vagus nerve is a part of our parasympathetic nervous system, so it very much is that space of rest, renewal, and being present, letting go of the external go, 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 go. And our breath helps us to actually tone this, to amplify this, to bring this, help this bridge to become stronger for ourselves in our everyday, often busy lives. We also draw upon here on a lot of Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. And here he focuses on, particularly I focus on with Dr. Joe Dispenza, is his work with the different brainwave states. So looking at using our breath to take us from that beta frequency, which is again very much that outside world, that moving, that fight or flight, that, going, constant moving, and allowing us to drop down into the different brainwave states and ultimately, through the alpha into the theta and then ultimately into the delta frequency, which the theta and delta frequency is more about that meditative space, more about that space of calm, rest, renewal. And this is such an important part that we actually bring this in, and remembering from our day 2 exploration, this is actually the second principle when we work with intuitive meditation. So ensuring that we spend some time with our client in their breath to allow them to ride that wave to their inner knowing, to their inner being, letting go of all of those things around them that are pulling and pushing and wanting and trying and all of those things around them, and allowing them to ground deep within their breath, within themselves, dropping down into that brainwave state, dropping into that parasympathetic nervous system. And it really is a beautiful, powerful space to be in. In module 3 as well, we learn many different breathing techniques. I mean, there are thousands of different breathing techniques that we can draw upon. I teach a couple of my favorite ones. And I also encourage students to bring their own favorite breathing techniques as well into the session. And it's such a beautiful way for us all to share and learn and grow together. But what I wanted to do first of all is I actually just want to take you on a simple breathing technique, and we'll really draw upon deepening into our breath, really beginning to start to tone into that vagal nerve, really starting to allow us to lean more into that parasympathetic nervous system. So we'll only spend a few minutes here in this space. So I encourage you to join me, because again, this course is very much about the experience that you have. It's not so much me teaching you the words, because yes, I teach you lots and you learn lots of theory and scientific research. It's very much grounded in this information, the course, but your experience is what you will then bring to your clients. And the experience helps you to then understand it on that deeper level, and to own it and to embody it and to start to grow from this space, start to transcend it. Because this course, and I say this a lot through the course, It's not a put on your shelf course. It's not something that you open the book, you come to my class for a couple of hours, you close the book, you put it on your shelf, maybe to test it up one time or another in a kinesiology session. This is actually a new way that you can actually move forward, a new way that you can practice with your clients, a new way that you can actually live your life. So this is why I invite you to join me on this experience now, because there is no accident that you are here with me either live or watching back later. So let's just spend a moment now with our breath. So when you're ready, I invite you just simply to close down your eyes. And with our eyes closed, we simply begin to let go of the external world around us. So I invite you to give yourself permission to completely let go. Let go of anything that you should be doing, you could be doing, or have been doing. And just become fully present in this moment. There is no accident that you are here now. So be present here in this moment. And we're going to begin to bring our attention onto our breath. Just beginning to notice how it feels in this moment, without manipulating it. Just beginning to follow your breath as it moves easily through your body. And what does your breath feel like in this moment? And we'll begin to now deepen into this breath. And we'll do this to the count of 4. So breathing in to the count of 4, then breathing out to the count of 4, and even breath. And then deepening into this breath a little bit more as you breathe in to the count of 6 and breathing out to the count of 6. And bringing your soul focus onto your breath and your counting as you breathe in to 6 and out to 6. Now, just beginning to extend this breath a little bit more. If you're comfortable, extending it to 8 breaths, 8 counts as you breathe in for 8 and out for 8. Just try this and be curious how this feels. If it feels too much, then just slip back to the 6 count. Really beginning to slow down your breathing. Just beginning to let go of this counting of your breath on the next round as you breathe out. And then letting your breath return to a more natural rhythm. But just noticing first how your breath feels. Our breath helps us to feel safe in this moment, to become present to ourselves. So maybe in this moment of now, just ask yourself how you can become more present to you in this moment. What is it that you need to see or hear about yourself right now? And when you're ready, I invite you to actually blink open your eyes and come back into this moment. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. And what was that thing that thing that you needed to be present for yourself in this moment? What did you need to hear or see for yourself right now? Our breath really is a powerful space. So even only, some days, when you're feeling like the ego is going wild or the emotions or you're stuck in the stories, just coming back to your breath, coming back to even just simply that simple deep breathing, allowing it to ground you in this moment and become present to yourself. Now in the comments to this live video, I know I said that I had some big news, and I'm very excited to say that I'm going to be opening up another intake beginning next week. The first intake on the 23rd of June is now full, and I will open up another intake for the 24th of June at 11 a.m. So if you'd like to join me, I'll pop a link up in the comments for you to have a look. Otherwise, you can always PM me, but just listen to your heart and allow that to guide you on your next path forward. So thank you for joining me. And I'd love to hear how you went with that simple breathing technique as well. It's such a simple, basic space to be in, but it's such a powerful space. So never skip over the breath. So thank you for joining me here. Much love. Bye, everybody.